Welcome to the Boujee Multipreneur podcast. I'm your host, Hillary Hushauer-Jones. Tune into my show where we discuss how to attract more money so you can spend more money. Hi, welcome back to the Boujee Multipreneur. I'm your host, Dr. Hillary, and today we're kicking off a brand new series called Leading Through Life Transitions. At this time of recording, I have a lot of life transitions, and I felt, this is a great topic to explore because at some point we're all going to have life transitions, right? So this topic is one we don't always plan to talk about, but when you're in it, you realize that many people actually need it. Because here's the truth. Life doesn't pause when things feel uncertain, and neither does business. Your patients and clients still need you. Your team needs you. Your responsibilities still exist. But internally, things might feel different. There are seasons when you feel clear and confident and grounded. And then there's seasons where you show up, but behind the scenes, things feel a little shaky. You make decisions, but you second guess them. You're leading, but you don't feel as anchored as usual. You're functioning, but you're also processing. I want to talk about that version of leadership today. I think we should normalize this experience that we're going through because we've been taught something that's not true. We've been taught that strong leaders are always certain, that business owners always feel confident, that you don't feel clear, you should wait. If things aren't clear in your mind, you should wait. But that's not reality. Real leadership is continuing to show up when things aren't perfectly aligned. It looks like making decisions without having every answer. And it looks like carrying responsibility while also being human. With my life transitions lately, a couple years ago, I went through a passing of my father that was very traumatic for me, watching him pass. And it really shook me, and it shook the business quite a bit also, if I can be honest. And it took me a long time to come back. And there wasn't anyone that I knew that had been through it that could give me the great advice. Everyone was just like, you'll get through this, right? I mean, we all do. But at the time, if you're like me, you're type A, you're a planner, you need to know what to expect. When are you going to feel better? When's life going to get back to quote normal? Or is it ever? So something that's changed my perspective lately is you don't need full clarity to move forward. You just need enough clarity for the next step. I think many of us get stuck because we think we need to figure everything out first, but that's what keeps us frozen. And I know for certain I'm that person that plans everything out. And, if something doesn't go according to the plan, it's kind of chaos, right? But let's be honest, when you're in a season of uncertainty, your brain wants control. It wants answers. It wants a timeline. It wants guarantees. And when it doesn't get those things, it starts to spiral. You start overthinking, second guessing, delaying decisions. But what if instead of trying to control everything, we focused on what is the next right step? Not the next 10 steps, not the final outcome, but just the next thing in front of you. Sometimes the next step is small. It's answering the email. It's having that conversation you've been avoiding. It's showing up for your patients and clients. It's leading your team. And then those small steps create a momentum. Another life-changing moment I'm going through at this current time is divorce and separation and the trauma behind all of that. And one step at a time, especially being at work and especially being appreciated by my patients and my team, is what has really helped me through. I don't know what the end is. And at the time of this recording, I don't even know when I'm going to post this, to be honest, because it's a lot and it's a lot of hurt. But that one small step every day, I have no idea what the future holds. I literally don't know what tomorrow holds. every day seems messed up. I know that we've all felt that way. But when things feel uncertain, we need to come back to three things. Control is what's in front of you. It's not next month, not next year, not every possible outcome. It's just today. Because when you try to control everything, you end up controlling nothing. This is really powerful for me because this is literally what my brain likes to do. It likes to control and think of every possible outcome. I lay awake at night thinking of everything that could happen, even if it never happens. You need to protect your mental space. Not everything deserves access to you right now. Not every conversation, not every opinion, not every what if this happens? What if this happens? You are allowed to protect your energy. We need to keep our standards even when emotions are high. Your business deserves structure. Your patients and clients deserve that care. Your team deserves leadership. And if you're navigating something personally like me, you can still operate at a high level. Keep your standards high, even when your emotions are high. Reframe what strength is to you. And I think this is really important to say that strength doesn't mean you have everything figured out. Strength means you keep showing up while you're figuring it out. I feel this way right now. I don't feel like I'm strong. I feel like a shitty business owner, shitty mom, a failed wife, and just don't feel strong in general, right? But I keep showing up. I keep putting my full integrity out there. I don't waver. I don't lower to someone else's standards. I don't fight mean. I keep myself where I'm meant to be. And honestly, I think every day, is this, am I happy with my actions? Would God be happy with my actions? So if you're in a season right now where things are uncertain, I want you to hear this. You are not behind. You're not doing it wrong. You are not off track. You're just in a transition. And transitions are where growth happens. I know this from past experiences, and I bet you do too, that sometimes when change happens, even though we don't see right then why, and we ask God, why is this happening to me? That's when he shows us what we're meant for, and where the universe is going to provide for you. So I hope that this resonated a little bit with you. And if you're not going through a tough time right now, maybe share it with someone that is, because some of these things, even though I'm teaching it on this podcast right now, I literally need to tell myself every day, and maybe I need to listen to my own podcast every single day until I get out of this rut. When you hit rock bottom, sometimes you got to claw your way to the top. I guess I'm just going to grow some longer fingernails. Just kidding. So if you are a business owner and you're navigating your growth and your leadership and life is real all at the same time, this is exactly how I help with coaching with my HHJ consulting. I will see you in the next episode. I have a few more with this topic. And just remember, one step at a time, you're a moneymaker. Click subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and let's make some money.